Would you believe me if I told you that I found a place that fishes today what it must have been like hundreds of years ago? I found a place with beaches, white sand, as far as the eye can see. Where is this place? Andros Island in the Bahamas.
I love bone fishing because it's all visible. I love stalking fish. I love it where you can see everything. And in bone fishing, you see the fish coming, you make the cast. It requires a pinpoint cast usually, so it tests the best of your abilities. It's challenging, but it's not super challenging. And they fight hard. I mean, that's part of it too. But to me, the stalking and the visual part of it is why I love bone fishing so much. Oh yeah, nice fish! Woo!
Bonefish pushing double digits? How do you like that? Absolutely fantastically spectacular. Do you believe me? Well, we're on this adventure here on Andros Island fishing 4 lodges for giant bonefish on the flats. This big fish adventure starts right now on the New Fly Fisher.
Ooh, that's a nice sized fish.
I will catch these all day.
That is what you're in for on this episode.
The New Fly Fisher is supported by Bahamas Tourism, Orvis Fly Fishing, Adipose Boatworks, Scientific Anglers, Trout Unlimited, WeatherTech Canada,
This week we visit one of the most beautiful places I've been to, the Bahamas. The area is comprised of 700 islands sprinkled over 100,000 square miles of ocean. The Bahamas is an ecological oasis boasting the clearest water on the planet. We're concentrating on the largest, yet most sparsely developed of the islands, Andros. This area is known for its huge bonefish. Joining me today is outdoor author and great friend Tom Rosenbauer. Together, we will visit 4 different resorts to sample their waters and hopefully fool some of their famous silver ghosts. Our first stop is North Andros Island and Eva's Bonefish Lodge. Eva's Bonefish Lodge is located on North Andros Island in the Bahamas on a stunning beach overlooking the sea. The lodge is ideally positioned to take advantage of the vast flats, creeks, and mangrove estuaries of North Andros. Opportunities exist to walk the beach and fish for cruising bonefish. The house accommodates 6 anglers and consists of 3 spacious rooms that are comfortably furnished with 2 queen beds, air conditioning, ceiling fans, full bath, mini refrigerators stocked with bottled water and soft drinks, and laundry service is also available. Eva's Bonefish Lodge offers an experienced chef and beautifully prepared Bahamian-style dinners with fresh seafood. Nobody leaves the table hungry.
One of the important things to do when you put a new fly line on your fly reel is to get it ready to fish. It's not ready to fish right out of the package. What you want to do is you want to get that memory and you want to stretch that line so you have as little give when you set the hook on those big fish. So what I'm doing is I've got an old leader attached to my new fly line. It's an 8-weight floating weight forward fly line, and I'm simply going to stretch it. Here's what I do. I've tied the old leader to a palm tree and I go for a walk. Now, once you've got your fly line all the way on the outside of your rod, you simply put your hand over the reel to stop it from spinning or crank your drag down and stretch that line. You'd be amazed at how much stretch these fly lines have, and you want to get as much of it out of the line as humanly possible. Hold it for a 30 count. And you're good to go.
Tom and I draw straws. This time, I'm up first, and there's a school of bones coming my way.
Oh, the fly worked.
Little guy, oh, the shark's coming. Yeah.
It's 12 pound on here, right?
Yep, 12 pound.
There's a shark on him.
Is there?
There's a shark in behind him.
Here, bring him in.
That's one. Fantastic.
Where's that shark?
I haven't seen him. Good fly, Tom.
How's it look? I didn't even know how it looks in the water. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We decide to get out of the boat and wade the flats. No need for waders here, the water is warm and the tide is low. Which begs the question, how do the tides affect bonefish behavior? Bonefish feed on all tides, incoming when the flats flood, and the fish can get into habitat that supports more food. In high tides, they can be way up inside the mangroves and are also more spread out, making them tougher to see and to target. When the tide drops, bonefish will flood out of the mangroves and deeper pockets as the water recedes.
So we've come up to the first flat here out of Eva's Bonefish Lodge. And the great thing about it is with this white sand bottom and a high, bright, sunny day, it's really, really easy to spot these bonefish. Now there's a giant school on this flat that starts probably at my 12 o'clock from where I'm facing now. It goes all the way up to where Tom is. 150-foot long school of bonefish. This is gonna be great.
Somebody had to eat it sooner or later, right? Boy, they just didn't want to move, though. Well, I haven't seen any real big ones in there, have you? They're all fun. They're all fun. Yeah. Ready? He's gonna go quick.
Let's talk about the equipment that we're using fishing bonefish here in Andros Island in the Bahamas. For bonefish, I like a 9-foot 8-weight rod. It's a fast action rod. It allows you to really bomb flies quickly if you need to. Large arbor reel to pick up line and to have a solid drag system because these fish will take you into your backing. Line is a weight forward floating line in the 8-weight as well. I've upped my leader to a 9-foot 16-pound fluorocarbon leader. And then on the business end, shrimp patterns. They've been killing it, doing great here in the Bahamas.
Go one more to your right. Pick it up, go against your right open. Back up. Wait. Come in. Hold your fly. Step long. Now follow wrist.
All right, Mark.
So Alvin suggested that I actually switch flies to go with something a little less bright than what I had on because he likes to match the bottom, the color of the bottom, to the fly that you're using. So we switched to a very sandy looking shrimp pattern. and it did the trick. And that school came at us, and you gotta sometimes just dump your reel and start to stripping again to keep up with them, because they are super quick. Oh, I'm out of breath. And they want to stay with the school, no matter what size they are. Let's see if I can get this guy in here. And that's the thing, is that they come back at you when they're in that school. Try to stay with them. So sometimes you do have to dump the reel and go to hand bombing and stripping it back in to keep up with these fish. They're super fast, and they're just amazing to catch on fly. Look at the blue in the tail. Look at that. Just incredible. All right, so let's just get them unhooked. I'll show you the fly in just a second. But there you go, a North Andros wading bonefish. You ready? See you, buddy. Okay, so now here's the fly I was using. It's got steel eyes, beige pattern, brown pattern, a little bit of crystal flash in it. So that fly will fall like this, scoot along the bottom, and bonefish love it.
A storm is approaching. This is a good time to get off the water. We'll head back and have some supper, find out how the other guests have done, then wait for tomorrow's fishing. Our next stop on Andros Island is Small Hope Bay Lodge. Located just off the Queens Highway with very close access to Andros Town, offering all individual comfortable beachfront cabins along with incredibly fresh international cuisine, Small Hope Bay Lodge is perfect for individual anglers, groups, and especially families. The lodge is conveniently situated on the edge of the world's third largest barrier reef. Perfect for snorkeling, scuba diving, or most any water sport you may want. Not to mention miles of bonefish flats and world-class fishing.
There are only one female guide in the Bahamas.
And who would that be?
The one and only. Mary. Me.
How did you get started as a guide?
I started at a very young age. I grew up in the boat. I remember my parents them used to carry me in the boat, and we stop and catch bonefish with hand line, and I fell in love with it. And so after I came out of school, a guide asked me if I want to fish. I said, no, not really. I love it, but no. He said, give it a try. And from I put my hand on a fly rod, it is knocked out of the park. So that's me right now, and I'm still doing it, loving it.
Oh, is that a good fish?
Feels like it. Bonefish on. Look at that.
Whoa.
There, he came off.
It's important to be ready when bonefish arrive. Be ready to shoot. Have the head on the outside of the rod tip at approximately 35 foot long, and your running line stripped out at your feet, along with your fly in hand.
One of the cool things about fishing bonefish in spotty mangrove flats is that the mangroves seem to give them a sense of calm, a sense of peace, and if you can find a school that's playing along, that's playing well, generally they'll stay here. We've been here for most of the morning, and we've had tons of shots. I have yet to come tight. I've had some technical issues, but we're still in the mangroves, and there's a school right there that looks like it's about to come towards us. Get a shot, and let the dance begin. Got him.
All right, good. Watch him up.
Oh, nice. Good work, man. Excellent work. Thank you so much for your effort. Tough, man, tough. And they're deep water, too. Oh, and then they run right back at you. Uh-oh. Oh.
Watch him up, please.
There is no mistaking the pure power of bonefish. Oh, it's a good fish, man. Ooh, that's a beautiful bone. Good stuff. Yep. I've got my drag cranked down. It shows, it's amazing, man. Those fish look like they're running away from you, but they're just cruising. Good one. Bonefish in the Bahamas, absolutely amazing. And he may not be done. I think he's done. All right. You ever wonder why you want to come to Andros Island? There you go, right there. Beautiful Bahamian bonefish. All right, let's unbutton this guy. Clearly, he's still raring to go. Flies out. Go back to your school, pal. So sometimes you have to work for them. Every time you have to work for them. Sometimes the rodeo doesn't go your way, but sometimes you come tight and it works out magically.
A mistake people make often when bonefishing from a boat is looking too close to the boat. Yeah, you can see into the water easier right in front of the boat, but you're not going to see any bonefish that you can cast to there. You need to cast your gaze further out ahead of you. You're not going to see them as well, but by looking further out there, you'll train your eye better to see those bonefish coming in.
Coming at us.
Oh yeah, those fish. Is that my buddy there? No.
Yeah, pushing up.
Ooh, flashy flash.
Tom, 70 feet cast behind the mangrove, please. I know you can do it.
Nice shot.
Watch it up. Keep him off of the mangrove, please.
Sweet Tom. Great. So Tom, we've had some interesting luck today.
We've had some screw-ups, Mark. We've had some screw-ups today. It's probably been one of our biggest comedies of error all year, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's a great fish.
Yeah, and we're not done. We're not done yet. We haven't landed this one. But how many have we hooked?
Probably five. 5 or 6.
And we've just we've just totally screwed it up. We've just totally screwed it up one way or the other.
But that's bone fishing.
Yeah, well, yeah.
There's all kinds of things that can go wrong at any given time.
That's bone fishing, but we shouldn't have been that bad.
Okay. Okay, you're right.
We shouldn't have been that
Ooh, that's
bad.
a good fish.
That's a nice fish. That fly was never coming out. Right in the corner. You ready? Oh, nice slow swim away.
Next stop on the east side of the island is the world-famous Andros Island Bonefish Club. Known to have some of the finest bone fishing in the world. Along with clean, comfortable accommodations, outstanding service, and the finest of Bahamian cuisine, Andros Bonefish Club is the ideal fishing vacation destination.
All right, this morning we're gonna look for school fish, but the reason why we're gonna look for school fish is because most of the fish travels from the west coast and they come towards the east coast because they're spawned. You know, they have eggs, they're gonna drop their eggs. And so they migrate along the north shore of the island all the way out to the front, what we call the east coast. And that's where we hit them. So we just found a nice spot on the edge of the flats and hopefully they would come along and pass here and then you hit them that way. Most of these fish runs from, I don't know, 3 to about 14 pounds, in that range. Now, of course, you know you're not gonna get a very good shot at a lot of the big ones because the smaller fish are much, much more aggressive. But with some fancy casting skills and a lot of luck, I think we'll do fine. Go to your right, to your right. Good, good. Perfect. Long strip. Stop. Long. Good. Up at you. Good. Very good.
Nice.
Well executed.
Thank you, sir.
Good job.
Line management is key when you're fishing bonefish, really any fish. The last thing you want is that big 14 or 15 pounder to break off because you're standing on your line. So I do a couple of things when you hook up. Number one, this guy hasn't even realized he's hooked yet and he's gonna go, is I fish barefoot on the front of a boat so you know if you're standing on your line. And number two, that triangle that I just showed you. That triangle is key to help you maintain your, where your line is so that it doesn't jump and wrap around a reel and break that trophy fish off. Another fish into the backing. Sweet. Now, Glister, do you want me to fight these fish with a high rod tip or angle them?
Well, it depends on the bottom, and I determine that if there's any debris or anything on the bottom, I determine whether you should keep it high or not. But right now, it's pretty much debris-free, so you could kind of do almost anything. But for a good habit, I like for you to keep your rod tip, in a vertical position.
Okay. Good fish.
This guy's got the energy, man. He is kicking.
He does. Bullets, silver bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Thick fish. I can't believe how strong these things are. Every one you get It's just amazing how much power they have. No, not yet.
Just keep pressure on the vertical, and that'll make him blow. You just got to get his head up. There you go. Keep the pressure on the vertical. Good job.
Come here, baby. How do you like that? That, as far as anybody goes, is fantastic. Good fish. 3-4 pound fish?
Yeah, 3 pounds.
And to think they can get up to 14. Away he goes.
So it's important to watch a bonefish's body language. Something that I learned from David today was that when the bonefish are moving back and forth and changing direction, they're not really feeding. They're moving or they're nervous, but when they're moving straight down the shoreline or straight down the flat, those are going to be more likely to eat. Now, not that you can do anything about it, because if they're nervous or not feeding, you're going to throw to them anyways, but the ones that are moving straight are usually your better target.
Long strip. Pick it up right one once he got him, sorry. I didn't see that second fish eat.
Yeah, I didn't see him eat either.
Yeah.
Whoa, man.
You're working
These
hard.
fish are tough.
Yeah.
Woo. That's why I love bone fishing. You know, it can be easy some days and they eat every fly, and other days it can be incredibly difficult, frustrating, but it's always fun. Usually get about 2 good runs out of a decent bonefish, and then that's a nice fish, and then they'll do some short ones as you get close to the boat like this, but you know, they're usually not long runs. But you usually get 2 good long runs.
I'll try working with you to get that fish off, and then I'll see if you get another cast.
Oh, nice fish. Ate it pretty deep, that's a good sign. Oh, that came out easy, good.
So again, we're hunting big fish on Andros Island, and we're fishing basically about maybe 3.5, 4 feet of water. And when you're fishing in a depth of 3.5, 4 feet of water, you want to go to a bigger fly with leaded eyes, preferably a number 2 fly with a leaded eye, so that the fly is able to sink right down to the fish. So when you're fishing big fish in deep water, you don't want to be casting like small fish in the shallows where you're pushing across them and stripping, no. When you're fishing big fish in deep water, you're sharp shooting. So first of all, you go straight at the fish with a lead eye fly, 4 or 5 feet of water or more, and let it sink without stripping. The fish will see the fly when it's sinking, you'll attack it and you make that giant long strip. And that's how you fish big fish in deep water. Keep stripping, stop, long strip, got him. Not a huge fish, but it's not huge, but it's a fish.
He was a solo.
Yeah.
Well, just after lunch, we switched boats. Tom's fishing with GLISTER, and I'm back with David. And we came almost to the west side of Andros from the club, and man, oh man, we're locked horns with a good one. I'm out of breath. We're seeing these waves of bonefish coming down this flat. Oh yeah, that's a good one. And this was a group of 4. And this was the lead fish that came and ate it. And it's a good fish, man. Woo-hoo.
Oh yeah.
I've got my drag cranked right down, and he's taken me into the backing twice. And it looks like he just might try to do it again. High rod tip, fight him off the rod until he decides to turn tail and come right back. There we go, the whole fly line, there it goes. Third time.
Nice fish.
Now, we came on this side because we decided we were gonna hunt for giants. And David, I hate to tell you this, but you lied to me. You said that this was a patience game. And you said,
For me,
for you, and you said that, you know, we're gonna get shots, a few shots at big fish. Well, we've been here for probably a half an hour. And this is a big one. I'm not sure it's a double digit, but it's a good one. By the way it's acting, it feels good, it feels great. You do get chances at big fish on this side, don't you, David?
yes sir, yes sir. You're just watching the tide, all about the tides. It's all about tides, but these are big open flats, a lot of foods, a lot of crabs, a lot of shrimp. I see these big fish like these big open banks. It's a nice fish. Anytime a fish is taking you 3 times in the back, and definitely is over 6-7 pounds.
Yeah.
And more.
Now what I love about this is that you can see these fish from far enough away that you can place your cast and you can watch them eat. And when these bonefish eat, they drop their nose and their pecks flare out. And that's, oh my gosh, it's big. And that's when you know to do that strip set and let the dance begin.
It's a nice fish. It's a nice fish.
7, 8 pounds, don't you think?
Yeah, 8 pounds.
So you want to come to Andros Island to catch trophies? They are possible. And bonefish pushing double digits? How do you like that? Absolutely fantastically spectacular.
Big.
Away goes.
Big.
How do you like that? That, my friend, is absolutely incredible. Thank you. Bonefish slime for everyone.
Good. Strip. Strip.
Oh yeah, nice fish. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Ah, that's a good start.
Yeah.
Here he goes, here he goes. Getting close, come on, a couple more turns. Okay, so when the backing knot comes, I'm gonna just point it there to clear it, okay? Whoa. Quite a bit of backing out there. That's got some weight to it. Mm-hmm.
Our final destination on this outstanding fishing trip is SWAINS Key Lodge, located on Mangrove Key. The lodge is larger than most, with a number of different options for accommodations. All rooms have ensuite bathrooms, furnished patio, air conditioning, and Wi-Fi access. They have a duplex apartment that can handle larger groups that boasts a comfortable lounge with satellite TV. The bone fishing here is unbelievable. Many double-digit fish are landed in their waters, on a regular basis.
Primarily, our product is one of fly fishing. We also offer deep sea fishing, snorkeling, kayaks. Andros is known for having the most blue holes in the world. The Bahamas has most in the world, and Andros the most in the Bahamas. And so you can fly fish, you can snorkel, you can dive, quite a lot to do. Swim, there's adventure on trail, walk all over the place. And so there's things to do. There's also bird watching. We can certainly keep even the non-angler occupied when the avid angler is out to sea all day. We're located in the middle of Andros, Mangrove Key and Island, 7 by 21. And our proximity is one that's, really an attraction to our avid anglers in that we're between the middle North Bight and the South Bight, very famous for large bones. And the inlets, very close to the west side. You can get there in about half an hour or so. And so the fishing here is very good. And that's why increasingly the large performance is growing. We have low occupancy all around in the Bahamas in the winter, typically from October to end of January. But it's a great time, as you would have experienced, to fish here. From October, the bonefish and all the flatfish, permanent tarpon, more the bonefish like the cooler water, the permanent tarpon more the warmer water, but they can be found all year round. So October, November, December, I find is great months to fish. Very good. But once you get to learn how to work with your rod, and you follow the directions of the guides. A lot of people come and they think they can just steer it around. But I say our guides are skilled. We have the greatest pot of guides, if you can use that term, here in Mangrove Key. 3rd, 4th generation guides. And if you follow their lead, they will take you to put you on fish and also direct you. That's a good thing. A lot of we invite novice, those who just want to get into it, to come and guide with us because they assist you with learning how to fly fish. So at first it's a little bit difficult, but once you get the pattern down and with the assistance of the guides, oh man, you're hooked and you're going to be coming back every year. It's a great sport. Actually, we're right here on the beautiful flat in the front of our lodge. And a 13-pounder was caught here, 8, 9, 7. Large bones all over. It's a fantastic place for fishing. It's known as the bonefish capital of the world. But so many of them, are so pleased and talk about the world-class fish. And wow, I've seen fantastic size fish. It's unbelievable. Some days they're not feeding and they don't get them, but many times they're able to get them. And so yes, you'll find all over Andros. You go to a fly fishing show and they would say, Andros is the place. You want big bones, you want fantastic fishing, come to Andros. We will set you up with some of the best guides. 3rd, 4th generation, as I mentioned, that have been in the business 15, 20 years, who can really guide you and put you on fish and world-class fish.
Got him.
Come on, fish. Get
Come
out
on,
of
fish.
There. Get out of there.
Go. There we go. All right, Alvin.
Yes, sir.
Good work, man. Excellent eyes. The fish are really interesting on this white sandy flat. It's almost like it's milky, but it's not. And to see them has been a real challenge for me today. But once you get to see these fish and you get to know what you're looking at, then you can spot them. It's amazing. So these are 2 fish cruising together on this sand flat out of SWAINS Key Lodge. Absolutely wonderful. Good eyes, my friend, good eyes. Back into the backing. Gotta love that. Now, one of the important things to do, to keep in mind while you're fishing bonefish is not to change anything while the fish are running or while you're fighting the fish. The fish has the hook in its mouth and it's comfortable the way it is for you as an angler. If you were to change your drag or anything like that, you could open up that hole a little bit more. You could change the dynamics of how that fish is fighting and could come loose. Even if your drag's a little bit loose for the size of the fish you've got, do yourself a favor and don't change anything. I didn't get to see these fish full body, Alvin. Are they big? Are they good size?
A nice size one. Nice size fish.
Alvin's done a great job here in running to outrun the southeast cloud phenomenon that's happening today. There's a lot of clouds coming from the southeast, so he made the choice of going for a run to try to get into the sunshine. Sunshine's key, as you know, to spotting bonefish, to casting the bonefish, and to catching bonefish. It makes it a lot harder when you're fishing in cloudy conditions. Yep, that's a good bonefish. Oh yeah. Stud bonefish. What fun. What fun, what fun. Still not done. What fly did you give me, Alvin?
That's number 2. I think that's a number 2 gotcha with the heavy eyes.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can get this guy in and show you what we're dealing with here at a mangrove key on Andros. Now, one of the cool things about bonefish is that if you can have them upside down, they calm right down. So, keep the bonefish upside down and they chill right out. As you can see, that fly is right in the corner of the mouth, right where it's supposed to be. The fish is not hurting in any way, just nice and calm, relaxed. What a great fish for the first fish out of SWAINS Key Lodge. Cannot be beat. Thanks, buddy.
There's a fish coming 1 o'clock, 50 feet. He's moving less slow. Put the cast out on 11 o'clock, man 1 o'clock, 50 feet.
10 more feet to your right, 50 feet out. Good. Strip now long. Strip. Strip long, extra long. Stop, smooth strips. Recast, put it back in front of him. Strip long, good.
Got him.
Ha ha.
Never give up on a bonefish. Never give up on a bonefish. No. We spooked him out, threw another cast in on him, and he ate. Bam, bam, indeed. Woo, that's fun. That fish got by us.
Watch that little mangrove stomp down there. He's gonna try to go straight to that.
He's gone right to it.
I went on to catch more bonefish that day, many more that could have been shown in one episode of television. This has been an incredible trip.
Well, that about does it for this episode of The New Fly Fisher. Thank you for watching. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank everybody on the island of Andros for making this possible. The fishing has been incredible. The bone fishing is out of this world. For more on our series, check us out at www.thenewflyfisher.com. My name is Mark Melnyk. Thanks for watching. Remember, adventure is out there. All you need to do is go and find it, and what better way than to do it with a fly rod in your hand. From all of us at The New Fly Fisher, we'll see you in the backcountry.
The New Fly Fisher is supported by Bahamas Tourism, Orvis Fly Fishing, Adipose Boatworks, Scientific Anglers, Trout Unlimited, WeatherTech Canada,